So when I was working at Sigma, we were doing a lot of research about the A room, which was the big room upstairs, which all the big projects were getting done. And the new owner had bought it, and he wanted to know what he could do to make that a more successful room because business had just died off. And like I said before, I had Serpent come over, and his feedback was the control room was too small, and actually a lot of people were saying the same thing. It's the control room had to be bigger, and at that point too, 5.1 was turning into a thing, and the one thing about Sigma, they always were on the cutting edge. So we had all these designers come in, and the big thing that Joe wanted was the roof raised, so it was larger rooms, and the developer who bought it, he did that. But the other thing that it was always a problem to Joe was the columns that were in the middle, and you can see them in the drawings that I'm going to show you. And he wanted those columns taken out, and that was the other thing that the developer did. He had the columns all taken out, so it was all one open space. So the first drawing here is the floor plan of the A room on the second floor, and you can see bottom right side. That's was where Frankfurt Wayne used to be, and that turned into a lobby back there. And you can see the control room is to the left of that, and then to the left of that is the live rooms and the ISO booths and all that. But all the area that's kind of like a dotted, that all had to get cleared out because the next drawing, let me see here. The next drawing shows what the floor plan would look like with all that stuff taken out. And you can see where the columns are. They were down the middle. So it was kind of like two buildings and they had the columns in the middle. Those columns were taken out. But this is now the floor plan with nothing there. And what was left there was getting integrated into the next the floor plan. So the next picture, or the floor plan, now you see what Sigma was supposed to be built into. And it would have been great if they did this. It's just the owners there, and then the owners after that, I think there were one or two more. They all ran out of money. So that whole A room just turned into just a big room. But if they had the money to do what they said they were going to do, this is what Sigma was going to look like. And you can see to the left in the middle, you see the control room. And it was set up for surround mixing. So it was a big console in there, and you had the ISO booth, the machine room, you had a big tracking room, a bunch of ISO rooms, and they were going to have glass block along the outside, so they had a lot of natural light coming in. So you can pause these and study them and see what exactly was being done. But that would have been fantastic. So the next drawing, that is, I think it's showing that's showing the furniture. So you're seeing the furniture. So you see where the console would be, where the effects racks would be, where the surround speakers would be. So that's all kind of laid out there. And then let's see, the next drawing is, that's for the HVAC, showing you where the sends and returns for all the air conditioning would be for the studio. So it was all well thought out. And this is when you deal with a studio designer, and the Studio Bautown was a great studio design company. Now I think they're called something Zero. Studio was Peter Grusenheim runs that, but he's the one who did all these designs. And then let's see, the next drawing is the ceiling, the roof of Sigma, just to show you where the air conditioner units would be, the handlers and all that. And the next drawing is the elevations. So you can see from different points of view what the sight lines would be through the whole studio. And then the next one, that's the outside of the building. So you see straight on what the building would look like. Right now, to the right, it looks like a townhouse that got sold off in they already ripped that down and redid it. So it's their actual townhouses there. That used to be Studio 9 and Studio 10 and Joe's office. And, that used to be on that right side, but that's all gone right now. But that's what the front of the place was going to look like. And then it shows you the side of the building, and you can see all the glass block they had on the bottom. And then on the top, they were going to have all these windows. So have natural light coming in. The bottom right, you see all that glass block. That used to be my office at Sigma. So the next drawing, this drawing is the last drawing. This is a floor plan of the first floor. So the bottom right, that was my office. And then there was the lobby right above it. And then you had, we called it Studio G. It was a smaller studio that was in the middle there. And then the studio control room, and then the live room, and then Lou Rawls did You'll Never Find, and there's a ton of stuff that was done in there. But you can also see the floor plan where if you went up and to the right, that was Studio 9, and then there was the stairs going up to the second floor and going to Joe's office. And then if you went to the left down the hallway, there's the bathrooms and that. So that was all left alone while I was there. And that's what they were proposing. Because when I was there, I thought it would be a good idea, keep some of the old Sigma vibe and keep the old control room downstairs, and then the upstairs make it what it was going to be. So there's what Sigma was supposed to be. And it just never happened because the money ran out. But it would have been fantastic if it was all done.